Okay. Let's recap. Let's figure some things out. So, clearly, my character is a police officer that's just a broken man, right? Desperate, depressed. So, there are so many questions. Why did they send this desperate, broken, chain-smoking drunk to this place to investigate this body alone when he has a partner? Why did they let 3 days go by without bothering to check to see if any progress has been made? Why did it take 3 days for someone from another precinct to come and check on us? And what is even the case? Right? Don't know. I don't know. But these are questions that I have. So let's continue. We've got some new stuff, so let's... this red-tipped pry bar has Carson T, heavy-duty engraved just below the handle. It is satisfyingly heavy. Perhaps one of the most useful tools to carry around. The meanest-looking pair of cutters you have ever seen, made in Gottwald by Walschirm Vuxoig. No chain, wire, or barbed fence will ever stand in your way again. They look hungry, ready to chew steel. Police flashlight bearing the logo of the Grundstellung RAO. The small dynamo packed inside this handheld illumination device theoretically gives you the ability to produce a tiny amount of electricity anytime, anywhere. Interesting. I can hold things in my left hand and my right hand. I have a slot for bullets, glasses, a hat. Done tasks. I've found my other shoe. Nice. I've reported my badge missing, so I still need to find some smokes. So, sing karaoke. I had honestly forgotten about that. And then as part of my job, I have to interview the cafeteria manager to inspect the victim's body, track down my badge and my gun. All right. I'm very curious about what the crime is. So let's go look at the body. Before I do anything else, let's just go look at the body. Actually, where is the body? You seem to be following me. Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it. Only what you told me before.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief, yes. That sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Who was the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled, using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Interesting, we're learning more about the socio-political reality here. Hold on, the RCM.
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
Yeah, let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer?
That's right.
Oh, that was a secret task. Cool. I wonder what I use these experience points for. Can we go over the preliminary info again?
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you? There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't, 3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word...
Mega cool, I've heard enough.
Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
Something supernatural. Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? Is one of the options I am given. Help me out, chat. Where do I go with this? I knew it. I knew it. You just want to see the world burn. Okay. So the case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy?
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was a...
Cut this boring stuff off immediately. You know what this case is about.
The hopeful tone. You asked a woman to have fuck. We have to keep the narrative going. Do we? So far, this is all on you, Mirrors. I love the hopeful tone implied by the question mark, exclamation point, the interrobang. Are you sure there's not some sex angle we should be considering? I'm gonna go with 2.
Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites. We'll get on it immediately.
Sounds like sarcasm. It doesn't have to be a cult. It can just be sex murder. Wow, really? It's mega sexy.
That's commendable. Was there anything else?
This guy's like, Jesus Christ, how am I stuck with this fucking asshole?
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
Thanks, Electrochemistry. You are so far my weirdest skill. If we're from different precincts, why are we on the same case?
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I like number 2. You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecile cop-off.
Pop-off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim.
You should tell me now. This seems relevant.
Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
Really, I have all I need for now? Inland Empire. It's a legendary skill check, which seems to mean it's hard. I'm guessing the way the skills work is it's a roll plus the number I get here. So I have about even chance to convince Kim there's a sexy, dark, mysterious twist in the case. I am 100% going to do that, especially because it's a white check and I can retry it.
What if you did it?
That's not the twist I was hoping for. Did what? Hanged the man?
Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the memory.
This is what it feels like to be hoisted by one's own petard.
Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing. And you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it.
What are you talking, Sassy?
Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
Look, physical instruments. Like 15 minutes ago, you were convincing me that my pythons were enough to make my body a gun. I'm gonna keep this to myself. I like that I have that as a thing I can say now. Please.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershore. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
There's... okay. Also, like, I have no idea how big this map of this city is, but, like, I spent 2 hours just here. This feels enormous.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
What do I... First of all, what is shivers? Tune into the city. Cool for city lovers. The wisest of the streetwise. The genuinely supernatural. Shivers come when the temperature drops and you become more keenly aware of your surroundings. You to hear the city itself, to truly belong to the streets. It is a supernatural ability. Old wrongs play out in present time. Scenes across the city happen in front of you. But who is speaking to you? At high levels, shivers may make you seem mad to the outside world. As you listen to the city, you don't listen to others. Your superiors may begin to worry. With the low shivers, though, you will seldom hear the city speaking to you. And if you cannot hear it, how can you ever save it? As interesting as everything else I've read so far. Okay, I'm looking up at the sky. Cold water dripping from my hair. What is it that I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you.
This Norway writing is so good.
You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
Motherfucker. Let's find out about the city. What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
Haves and have-nots. What is down the shore?
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
And beyond that?
Coal City, end of all lines.
Gonna run my fingers through my dampened
Your
hair.
hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
I love the way that this is painting in details. What's in the east, I must ask?
There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strikebreakers have gathered. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
I'm gonna clench my teeth to stop from shuddering.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
And beyond that?
La Drusienne, King Drui's passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms, cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
What is across the distributary?
Couronne, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
What is beyond the Couronne?
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide.
I like the idea of the class divide being something you can see in the distance. What's in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
And finally, what's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
The statue of a king shudders. What's on the other side of the canal bridge?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
What is Jamrock?
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home.
I love that option is there, daring me to pick it, but that doesn't really feel in character, so I'm not. Why am I not home?
To be in Martinaise, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution fell.
What am I doing here?
Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland.
I can still say this, so now I will.
Have a brother in the cut. Where the wood at?
This game is amazing.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain.
So Precinct 41 is north.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
So I got experience. What's above? It's not an option I had before.
Coalition-era statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Interesting. Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.